Hello everybody, Sample here, and if you've been watching my other DeathBattle reaction videos from like the past 2 months or so, because that's when I last watched an episode, you notice I haven't been caught up, and that's because of mostly college reasons, and the reason why I don't have my face cam on is for personal reasons, and hopefully you understand, because I don't really want to go into too much about it. It's again for personal reasons. Yeah, but maybe once I'm comfortable, or maybe if you guys request enough, maybe I'll get back to face camming, but that just depends. But at this point in time, I kind of want to actually give this video a special decoration. Now at this point, I have not watched it yet, and I only have skimmed a little bit, so even I don't have any context, just to get rid of the ads. Hopefully they're gone. But also, yeah, as you can see, I have the live chat up. This has been released a day ago by the time of this recording, so the live chat's still available. And I'm going to let the live chat actually go on through the video just to see everybody's reactions. As well as we know, it looks like just maybe 2 people are on Goku's side already. It's whatever. Now, just again, a bit of background, this is the 3rd round of Goku vs Superman. I did watch the other 2 versions, the other 2 previous rounds of Goku vs Superman. I liked the first one, but for personal reasons, it's not exactly the biggest moment, but it's ranked pretty high on compared to every other death battle. But with the rematch, that's like super low on the list, because you can tell it's just a spite rematch, which is like the worst type and butchers the characters horribly. Now the first round was kind of okay, because it was Team 4 Stars jokes and of course the stereotypical Superman thing. But yeah, it is what it is. The 3rd one, I heard good things about it. I don't exactly know for sure, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes, right? So that's all I gotta get off my chest. Again, I'm still on break, so it'll take a while for me to actually get back on track, but I'm just gonna say I have time now, so I'm gonna save this time to actually do this. So here we go. So who you think's gonna win, Goku or Superman? Now, going through this, for me personally, I think Superman's still going to win. And it's only because that now I am a bit more in depth with Superman, and yeah, I think like he has still a good chance of winning, but that technically depends which Goku we're using, because it could be a composite Goku, but I kind of doubt it, unless the composite Goku we use is a semi-composite, which is Capsule Corp Goku. If we're using Xeno Goku, hopefully they stick to the point where Xeno Goku can only transform into Super Saiyan 4, because that's the form that he's most familiar and basically relies on. He can go God, but he prefers Super Saiyan 4. If we're using Capsule Corp Goku, it's much more in-stay with Super. So let's just see how they do, and hopefully they get the characterization for both characters correct. And the one thing I'm hoping is that Masako returns to voice Goku. I have not seen the next time or the hype trailer for it, so yeah, I'm just kind of going in this blind. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Okay. Now...
Fight!
They brought it back, okay.
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking
I don't want to actually talk the whole time in this video, but I'll stop talking when we get to the fight, maybe. It just depends, and we're lagging a bit.
Plus DragonBall Heroes.
Oh no, internet might be kind of down. YouTube might be a bit rough right now, possibly. Yeah, okay, what's this?
Far away, in an enchanted land, an old master found a boy.
Okay.
and marveled at his uncommon strength.
I think it might be
This
live
is
chat
the
that's actually
story
lagging the
of
whole
Son
thing,
Goku.
possibly.
Chances are, if you've watched some
Goku,
localized
Goku,
anime, you
God.
can thank
Wow.
this guy. Inspired by martial
So-
arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define generations to come. Dragon Ball!
Now, I'll say
Kakarot
this.
was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet
For the
Vegeta,
original
narrowly
round,
escaped its
I thought
destruction by
Goku would win,
Frieza,
so I
and was
actually
raised
was on
Earth by
Superman's
happy
side.
old
And I was
Grandpa
surprised at the
Gohan.
first
Not
round,
just raised,
Superman
but
was the
trained.
winner.
Gohan began Goku's
And then
teachings
when they
in
explain it,
martial
it's
arts,
like, yeah,
which he would
makes
find
sense
to be
now.
his true
The
calling
second
under
round
the
was
guidance
like,
of Master
whatever,
Roshi.
makes sense,
Specifically,
but they
he
kind of
learned the
just like,
Kame-sen and Ryu style,
you know,
which focuses on discipline and tenacity,
downplay
which
Superman's
strongly
character
define
like a
Goku's
lot,
character.
which is
The more he
unfortunate.
learned, the more he wanted to improve.
But
This little low-class monkey boy
hopefully
would prove that hard work and
they'll go
dedication
put these
can
characters
beat raw
into character,
talent. Within just a few years,
you know
he
what
was
I mean.
so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When you're training to
Oh
dodge
man,
lightning,
only
you know you're a
I think
few
only
leagues over
OG Dragon Ball,
everyone
I mean
else. He did
OG
have a
Death
slight
Battle fans would actually
advantage.
understand
Saiyans
that
are
reference
naturally
because
superhuman.
that's what they
also
said in
take
the
Nietzsche's
original.
famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally.
Yeah.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
Well,
While it
not
seems like
head
Vegeta
nod.
may have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up, stronger than before.
That's
it helps
true.
that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha, an incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam. So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
It's very surprising
incredibly
how fast he
versatile,
actually
with over
did it.
50 different variations. For example, Goku
50?
can curve the beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet. But unlike most Saiyans,
I don't remember 50. I think there was. I feel like there was supposed to be like 20 or 30 variations. I kind of know at least half of those, but I don't remember 50 being
because while
the
Goku isn't
variant
exactly
number.
book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts.
Yes, thank
he doesn't
you.
Just
He's a
train to
genius
conquer
in
his
martial
opponents,
arts.
but to conquer himself. He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker. Well, pretty much any container could be used for the Mothaba sealing technique. Then there's Kaioken, aka instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before.
Well, they're not exactly
and in
wrong,
a
I
movie,
guess.
he even got it up to times 100. What a badass! The
I wonder if they're gonna
Genkidama, or
bring.
Spirit
I wonder
Bomb,
if
is
main
potentially his
timeline would actually bring back
strongest
one
attack, but it
times
requires
100.
considerable time. Unlike
Maybe not.
instant transmission, which is a teleport that's instant. The way it
Well,
works
yeah.
is Goku detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daisenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games. And the dubs
Interesting.
wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English. The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech
I don't
on
think
Namek about
Nimbus
being
or
the
the
light in
Powerful
the
would
darkness was
actually
originally
play a
about him
factor
coming
here.
to terms with his Saiyan heritage, accepting
That's
his
true.
anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan. Hell yeah!
Wow. Okay. I guess I was wrong with the ads. I do apologize for that. To be honest, ads usually like pop up when you usually like fast forward the video. When I jumped through the points of the video, usually that always triggers it. I guess YouTube kind of fixed that. How unfortunate. But yeah, going back to what they said about like Goku's character being written in the dub. Even though it's not the correct version, it is the version I grew up with, so I might have some bias with it. While I do support having the original, which Goku comes to terms with himself and his heritage, I do like the superhero motif about that, even though throughout possibly like the English dub of possibly like Kai, because I watch Kai. Yeah, it didn't really make sense. It was cool. It just doesn't really make sense now with hindsight. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think do you like the dub interpretation of Goku or the Japanese dub interpretation of Goku? In Z, of course. That's from Z. The speech that he used on Namek. Or he did on Namek. He didn't really use it. Okay, let's continue.
Any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have official power multipliers, but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Which has never been used ever, besides that movie and the show possibly. But once.
They're missing out. God Goku reached a level of power that could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven, because Boo went boozerk, Videl commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, and the Daizenshuu backs are up. And that's heaven, big planet. So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
Well, that kind of buffs up every single Dragon Ball character, I guess. That's interesting, really. To be honest, I think 13 was like a good number. Now that's kind of getting ridiculous, to be honest. But okay.
Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Wait a minute, I really need to see this. Okay, I just really need to see this. Yeah, okay, Uzaro. Super Saiyan Full Power. Yeah, Super Saiyan Full Power is just really, you know, Super Saiyan. Wait, Super Saiyan, Spirit Bomb, Super Saiyan. Okay. They are using some of the movie stuff. At least the only movie stuff they use is Spirit Bomb, Super Saiyan. That's a tongue twister. Super Saiyan full power Super Saiyan 4. So super full power Saiyan 4. I don't think that's how you actually say it, but maybe that's like from Heroes. Now, I'll say this: the Super Saiyan 4 thing, I guess I get. But that's like in the GT era, and most likely GT is non-canon, so technically speaking, it is composite. They did not explain which Goku they're using, but it looks like through this, it's very conflicting. Because if it's CC Goku, Super Saiyan 4 should not be there. If it's Xeno Goku, from Super Saiyan God to Ultra Instinct, they're not available to him. So this is like really weird, and I don't know why they include it. Kind of wish they actually tell us which one it is, but maybe they'll tell us soon. Maybe they'll get a better grasp of it. I don't know. Sorry, I just want to see that because I saw Super Saiyan 4. I was like, that's not correct. That's not from Super. That's from technically GT, which is technically future from the timeline, but GT's not canon yet. We don't know where the Super anime is gonna go. Daima is there, but we don't know when that part in the timeline comes from either. So. Who knows? After he trained with some almighty angels, or when Ultra Instinct, the blue hair. Yeah, the Ultra Instinct is correct, basically. True Ultra Instinct is actually a weaker version of Ultra Instinct. Basically, it's just
holding off Infinite Zamasu, who was a sentient timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
True Ultra Instinct is just basically, how would you say? It's just a variant where you can just use it on different forms, basically. It's kind of like that. Or it's something that's even explained like that in the manga. Don't exactly remember.
Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts.
I just saw Xeno Goku, which is right here, as you can see. Okay, so, Fighters is canon, so they are using a technical composite, but Xeno Goku's here. So technically speaking, we might get Capsule Corp Goku. Maybe. Just because I see Xeno Goku here. If not, it would just say Goku, just to be more vague, but, you know. But if that's the case, why did Super Saiyan 4 appear? Because Capsule Corp Goku never used Super Saiyan 4. Besides a possible fusion? No, I don't remember if they fuse in Heroes. Yes, I watch Heroes. It's a thing. I kind of stopped watching, but I saw clips. Don't remember if that was a thing, if both Gokus fused.
Subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone. doing without thinking. Something Goku has always been trained to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, Autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability.
For you who doesn't, for most of you guys who don't exactly
Ultra
know,
Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
His technical giant form, or Susanoo as people call it.
Which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for
Now the thing is that the actual transformation of Ultra Instinct, the silver hair, is the true form of it, which is the strongest version. Basically.
Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
That is mostly true.
A different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as
DCComics is the ultimate continuation of this. Okay. So they are using, so technically speaking, thanks to the black box here, they are using CC Goku, because CC Goku is canonically, in the Heroes timeline, the strongest Goku. Much more stronger than Xeno Goku. That makes sense. And that makes a whole lot of sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense is why did CC Goku have Super Saiyan 4 in its transformation list? I don't know. I don't know. It's a nitpick, but it's just kind of weird. But yeah, now I guess technically we're using CC Goku, possibly. Maybe. Who knows? But most likely what I'm thinking is that they're using CC Goku, but they might give some feats from Xeno Goku, because this is still Goku. That's just my thing. I really don't know.
The multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved. This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the entire universe. Hell, this series even makes GT cool. Xeno Goku can break space-time just by going Super Saiyan 4. Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming.
I lost my train of thought. I'll just be quiet here.
How much he's had to
CC Goku,
but no matter the challenge, he takes it head on.
The fight between CC Goku and Xeno Goku was like really popular right now in the Dragon Ball fandom, because it's just technically GT versus Super. God damn it. Thankfully, we skipped the ad, so the guys don't need to see the Gordon Ramsay jump scare, because that ad was from Gordon Ramsay, apparently. So yeah, that's kind of I guess that's kind of it for Goku overall. So it's Capsule Corp Goku. All right. Now for Superman, I don't think there was a main version of Superman. I have caught up with most of the Superman stuff, because I have a resurgence of actually going for Superman again. And to be honest, to be honest, when I was younger, I really liked both Goku and Superman. But since I see these two fight, I prefer Superman because, well, I just like the guy more. He seems more like a nice guy. And not to say Goku's not a nice guy, but I think I would hang out with Superman a bit more than Goku, honestly. But again, I do like both the characters, but I just kind of prefer Superman, just because he has more. Because I guess the character by himself, interpretation is like much more imaginative, with Goku being the cool factor, basically. Don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of my opinion right there. Alright, I think Superman's next, so let's go. Hopefully, please, no more ads.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations. Born in the far-off world of Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow. If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout. And he's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish? Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged. And then that ugly mustache showed up. Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems. A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life. After almost
If only things were that
decades,
simple, but
Superman
it's
has
fun
done
that
many
way.
things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his home,
That's-
to the mercy of alien people.
That's a lot of
This
love
world
interest.
accepted him, raised him,
And
gave him a
elves.
new home, because
Why do-
helping others in
and
need is the right
I don't
thing
remember
to
Wonder
do.
Woman being
That's
one.
why he became
But why is there?
superhero,
Why is all his
the
love
first
interests
superhero.
elves?
Everything's
There's
gotta
not
start
so many
somewhere,
elves.
but he was the first one to
Jeez.
really take off. I mean, not literally.
And Wonder Woman's
Took
like
a
the
while,
only
actually,
W.
before he learned how to fly.
Oh.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to
I don't know.
accept it and
I don't know if that was
subconsciously
supposed to be a
developed
joke
mental
there,
blocks,
but damn.
severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life. He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond. That's not how that works. He's fast enough to reach the
It's
edge
a
of the
comic.
universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. Wait, he can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really? You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question, though.
okay.
Superman's powers have fluctuated over time
To be
for
honest,
a variety of
I
reasons.
feel like
However,
I always
in
get mixed up
DeathBattle,
if
we
the
take the
Superman's canon to
characters
another
at their
version or
best.
something.
Yeah, like how
sometimes.
his breath is so powerful
really
he can sneeze
cute.
away a solar system or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts. Speaking of, his
Wow.
X-ray vision doesn't
That
just
echo is
look
actually
walls.
pretty nice.
He can see through your own body and mind to examine
Time travel.
your soul.
That's a new
And
one,
yet, he
technically
can't see
speaking.
through lead.
I think the
That's
only
okay,
time I
though.
know
He can
he
just
did time
burn
travel
through
was
it with
in
his
that
face,
in the
since
first
he
movie
gets his
or the
power
second
from the
movie.
yellow sun.
It's like a
His
very
heat
old
vision
one,
burns with
Superman
the
2
fire
maybe?
of a star, and if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it. Superman's
Okay,
powers
so
defy
he
physics.
perfected it,
My favorite
essentially.
examples of this
Okay.
are when he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or
Yeah, makes
punched
sense.
Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when he gained 10
Okay.
years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Man, if only I could do that.
Example is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit. Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
Yeah,
He's
that's
trained
true.
in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses chi, or as they call it, Shriyar. He even got summoned to Asgard
So he does
to
know
fight
chi.
demons
So he
with
does know
Thor
chi.
for
Okay.
1,000 years. Superman can resist being erased from existence, such as taking Darkseid's
interesting.
Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse. Timelines literally revolve around him. But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras.
Yeah,
Superman
yeah.
and DC Comics as a whole have gone through multiple retcons.
Yeah, that's
Golden Age,
very,
Silver Age,
very
Pre-Crisis,
true.
Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on. It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right?
Yeah.
Well, they all are. Yeah,
And that's technically true,
basically
too.
said everything in the main series is kind of canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control. Ew. I guess he can still phase through almost anything, even people. Look, if you really dig into it, this isn't new.
Yeah,
Plenty of characters
that's
have
also
recalled
true.
events from supposedly retcon timelines before. Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks. Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there. Future
Yeah.
Superman, Big Robot Superman,
Yeah.
Commie Superman, Dinosaur Superman.
Okay,
There's a
that
bunch.
dinosaur was
Still,
pretty
this
new.
new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time.
Huh.
And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases
Yeah,
them
that's
even further.
true. White
In
sun?
fact, upon visiting a white star,
Yeah,
he
white
attained a
sun,
whole
white
new
star,
level
yeah.
of power.
I heard that
When
more
old
recently,
baldy
to
Lex
be honest.
teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just
Okay,
said
that's
that.
okay. That's a hardcore
Superman
line, honestly, if you
defies
think about it.
physics. Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang. We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second.
Oh.
This means its radius must
Damn.
be over 50 nonillion light years across. What?
Okay,
That's 31 zeros, and
yeah.
Supes helped make that happen.
Yeah, I think numbers that
about
big
150.
don't mean anything,
That's still
right?
immense power, but if you want something
Yeah.
bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman,
punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now,
Just
Superman does
punching.
have weaknesses. There's
It's
kryptonite,
fun.
of course,
On
especially
hindsight,
to
it's
Red
just
Starlight
funny
and
that
fade his
everything's been
powers
solved
over
by
time.
punching.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star.
Yeah, I
And
forgot
everyone
about
knows
that,
Superman
honestly.
can't deal with magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it.
True,
He's defeated
true.
plenty of magic users before.
That's
even
also true.
Shazam.
Superman challenges the idea that
Yeah,
absolute power
had the-
corrupts absolutely.
He doesn't have
He's
any
the
weak. He doesn't
goodest
have
good guy
a
of them
weakness
all,
to magic.
but
He
there
just
is
doesn't have
nuance
any
to being good. Even
protections
if he is
from
the
it,
ultimate power fantasy,
basically.
unstoppable.
Technically, it's
and
still weakness, but
incorruptible.
yeah.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who
Damn.
was in the 6th dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home? Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch.
Damn.
Because that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
Just
He's the
punch
kind of person
stuff.
to save a
That's
cat
it.
from a tree, answer Christmas cards
It's
from
funny,
strangers,
but
tow hundreds of
it makes
planets to a new
sense.
galaxy all in the same day.
For Superman.
What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
That is really okay. I really like that. And we have another ad. God, come on. I hate these ads. I really thought I actually skipped these ads, so I do apologize if you're seeing ads already. We're gonna watch the fight, and I know this video is a bit more longer, but I just got a few things to say, honestly. Goku's already dead. We all accepted his fate already. Oh dear. Well, with the stuff they actually show us, to be honest, yeah, pretty much that's pretty much true. So okay, that's it, and we don't need to watch the rest of the video. It's best to watch, honestly. I really do like the fights, even though we sometimes might know that the outcome is different or not. But yeah, to be honest, I haven't realized that how they treated Superman. It was okay. How they treat Superman here for his analysis is much more better than how they did it from beforehand. Now it's just for the analysis part is going to be the tricky part. But as much as I can tell, technically speaking, if this is mainline Superman is just Archie Sonic, just not an asshole. Because I will admit, like, I think Archie Sonic is still stronger than Superman, or maybe at least equal. But the only difference is that Archie Sonic, as a whole, is an asshole. Superman's not. That's like the only difference. But of course, I do believe Superman might be stronger. I just might be a bit biased to Sonic, of course, especially but considering the Archie Sonic versus maybe this main Superman that they're using, they're so similar. The power set's very similar too. To be honest, I would like to see a death battle between Archie Sonic and Superman. To be honest, I mean, I think Goku versus Sonic might be a bit more vocal. But I think Archie Sonic versus Superman, considering how they explain Superman here, I feel like Archie Sonic and Superman makes the most sense in terms of a battle, basically, in terms of power, in terms of resistances and power-wise, and basically both being the symbol of hope. And Goku, while he is technically a symbol of hope, that's more of a dub thing, but technically speaking, I guess currently right now, even in Super, he's kind of portrayed as a person of hope at that point, basically. But I don't really figure Goku to be something like that. It's just my opinion. It's not a thing really related to the video, but that's why I found out. But yeah, Archie Sonic and Superman, at least how they explain Superman here, sounds very much similar in terms of their resistances, so it's very interesting. Alright, we'll almost get to the fights. I'm hoping there's no ads because I want to see the full fight, basically. Hopefully. So here we go. Is
This episode of DeathBattle is sponsored by
Goku over?
BetterHelp.
One
Yes,
hit,
it's getting to be the
CC.
holiday season again, and
Fly
I just
high,
know Mama
Goku,
Boo's
oh
sticking
no.
by me getting me that
I'd
new
call it a
dune buggy
draw,
I've been
bro.
drooling over. It's
Oh
gonna be
man,
stuffed in your
we
stocking.
all know that
Couple
Superman's
undiscovered
gonna
elements would
win.
be nice,
No.
but the holidays are also about giving
Oof.
gifts to yourself.
Jax
And that
Blade!
means giving yourself a break during
Yo,
this busy
bro.
month, or
Nice
treating
to see
yourself
you
when you have
here.
the time.
And in anticipation of a new year, sometimes that means
I really like Jax
Therapy
Blade.
can be super helpful.
I
year
know
round,
Jax
but
Blade
especially
as
during this
basically
season,
the
holiday
person from
blues are
the
no joke.
If
the
you're thinking
Bronies
about
Reacts.
starting therapy,
He's a very
consider
good.
giving
He's a
BetterHelp
very
try.
fun. He
What's
seems like
great
a fun
is that
guy
it's
to be
totally
with,
online,
and
so it's
a
super
and a
flexible with
very
your schedule
good
and
Brony.
convenient.
All you have to
Works
do
out
is fill out a brief
lots.
questionnaire and get
He's a
matched
very
with a
big
licensed
Dragon Ball fan.
therapist.
And if
Anime
it isn't
fan
a
in
perfect
general,
match, switch therapists at
basically.
any time at no additional charge.
Still with
Visit
Goku,
BetterHelp.com
3-0 moment,
/DeathBattle today
bruh.
to get 10% off your first month.
Goku
That's
dead.
BetterHelp,
Konku. What the? Okay.
HELP.com/DeathBattle.
W for Go. I cannot. I want to see what happens to the chat after this. Honestly,
We've run the data through all
Okay.
possibilities.
please no
It's
ads.
time for a death battle!
We start fighting. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's go, fighter reference. Let's go.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
Why does that sound like Deku of all things? Okay. Damn, the smile. It's just a buddy fight. Let's go. It's not too serious. The lag. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go. I'm rooting for both at this point. I don't care. They won me with the buddy smile.
You're holding back. Give it your all.
Woo!
No regrets.
The spin. Call reference.
doing just fine.
Oh. Blue. Makes sense. We only have like maybe a 4-minute fight possibly. That's cool. Let's go. Oh. I do kind of wish that he just blazed through the Kamehameha there, but that's fine. The weave. Jeez. That's clean. That's also clean. Oh, the face expression there.
Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard.
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really
Oh,
am.
he's going on out here. Masako, there he is. Let's go, Masako's here.
Looks like a job for...
Ultraman and Goku Black? Jeez. Okay, that's hard. That goes hard. Go back at base.
Well, what do you think?
Still buddy after
Nice
this.
suit.
Oh,
thanks.
thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Bro, Goku, you gonna hit him after you compliment him? Damn. The timing. The timing on that. Oh, that's so good. Ooh. Oh my. Oh jeez. That's good. That's cool. That's. Oh my god. This is okay. This is one of my favorites by far now. Oh. Those Kate's riff. Didn't notice that. Come on, let's do it. Yeah. He's too fast for that. Charging with the sun. Oh no.
Finally.
I felt. Okay, now that goes. Oh, here's the climax right here. That is the best Kamehameha scream I have heard. Jeez. Oh, Kyle can too. He's still going. No laser too. There's a Susanoo. Okay, that shot. Okay, that shot. That screen goes hard. That one frame, and the whole reality is broken. Yeah. Huh?
Huh?
Thought so.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
Man.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Is that both Superman studying? Oh, that's funny.
Let's go again.
You're on.
One more fist bump. Oh my god. Okay, the ending. That ending
That's it.
is very
The
wholesome.
final indisputable answer.
This is just too good.
There are so many ways this battle could go, especially with all the other continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Let's see what
Goku
they say
would kick
here.
Almost every other Superman's ass,
True.
except for the main one.
There's a lot
See,
to
I
cover,
see.
so let's address the 5 categories most representative of this fight.
Okay. Really? Ad? Okay. I think that might be the last of the ads. I'm hoping. But yeah, okay, let's continue.
Strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
bigger, huh?
1.6
Yeah, oh.
bigentillion times larger. Over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point, you reach a number high enough that it
Yeah.
just doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah,
Anyway, Goku's
yeah.
obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not
Yeah.
even Heroes competes with that.
Yeah,
Superman
that's
takes
true.
the edge in strength.
Yeah.
Strength isn't everything.
Superman.
Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than
Okay.
light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Yeah,
Makes
that's
sense.
true.
You can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
But they're gonna
Come on,
use
Goku,
the movie.
out
They're gonna
there,
use like the
flying
movie
across
stuff for
the
instant
entire
transmission, which
afterlife
is
in base
immeasurable,
orbit, outspeeding Eos's
basically.
future sight takes
as well.
some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu
That's
as an
too canon,
omnipresent
honestly.
merged timeline also
Not gonna lie.
implies immeasurable speeds.
That
I don't
combined
agree with that, but
instant
okay.
transmission and ultra instinct
I
will
agree with maybe
probably keep up.
maybe the instant transmission
Quantifiably,
possibly.
Superman is faster, but
Okay.
both are immeasurable.
Yeah.
The safest bet here is to say they tie. in
Technically
speed.
Superman,
Especially
but
when we
it's
look
safe
at
to bet
skill.
tie because
Goku's a
Goku
martial
could
arts master.
keep up.
He's definitely got better battle instincts. He
Yeah, that's
wants
true.
to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill,
That
but
that
not
makes sense.
necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like
Yeah,
Goku
that's true,
without
that's true.
powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 8,000
Yeah.
years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he
So
reassembled the
it's
reality
battle
warping miracle
experience.
machine from
Okay.
memory. Experience
good.
obviously goes to Superman,
Okay.
but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Akai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key,
So
God
technically, like,
Bind. How does
techniques
Goku
they
not
can
win
use.
with those?
In
Okay.
Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from magic.
Yeah.
God Ki is simply pure Ki.
Yeah.
And magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway,
Very true.
whose greater strength could break out of something like the God
Also true,
Mafuba
because
and the
Broly did
Spirit
that.
Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Akai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality.
Yeah.
Like, he's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Akai.
Superman
Pretty
can
much.
time travel, countering instant transmission's similar ability from Heroes.
Yeah.
And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum,
Jesus
instant
Christ.
transmission requires another person to act as a beacon.
Very
You can't
true.
just warp to any
Also, I
red
do
star.
apologize for
Even
any
if he
background
did,
noise you guys
Superman
heard there.
can simply fly
Don't
away
know
and
what's
find
that.
a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his
True.
attacks.
So
True.
that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he
Yeah.
takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
Yeah.
You sure you're not overthinking this?
Pretty much.
It's
He's
not
overthinking
intense,
it.
But it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation?
That's
Are we
very
stripping
true.
characters of
That's
their
very
importance
true.
By simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun.
See,
Wiz.
he
Damn
gets it,
man.
he gets
There's
it.
more than one way to appreciate
Who's it
something.
gets it?
We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
Bruh.
That's the worst part.
He paused on that
It
too
fits them
long.
both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math, the pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ben,
Damn.
Aggressive Wiz. Thank you so much for
Boomstick
watching.
a bit
We are about to
salty
announce
still.
The next
Okay.
episode, but before we do that, if you're not
Okay,
a
what's
DeathBattle
next
member
time?
yet, click that join
I don't
button
think I'll
so you don't
record
miss
my
it.
reaction for next time, but let's see what it is. Oh, finale? We're gonna make a tier. Oh, is it? Let's go! Let's go! Alright. Alright. Okay. Who? Oh god. Galactus versus Unicron. I also wanted that. And it is surprisingly the #1 requested death battle. I thought they did the #1 requested death battle already. It's not Goku vs Superman, that's for sure. Wasn't it like 2 video game characters? Not Mario and Sonic, because that's been done like multiple times already. #1, eh? Okay. So, but yeah, that's about it for the reaction. Overall, man, hopefully if you can tell by my reactions, man, that was just a blast. The animation was just fire. It was just so much peak, honestly. That is like the best animation I have ever seen. 3D. Specifically 3D. The best 3D animation I have seen. Is it my true #1? Gotta wait and see, honestly. And I'm still gonna need to wait for Galactus versus Unicron to actually make that point, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, Goku vs Superman, I think Superman was gonna win without a doubt, honestly. Even though I feel like it was a bit close because of CC Capsule Corp Goku, CC Goku, but okay, Superman kind of just proved me wrong because the strength was just there. To be honest, if they said Superman is that much Superman and Goku's strength, if it's that much of a power gap, that I don't think any of the other skills, if Goku had any other skills, if he wins in any other category, I don't think it matters because Superman, if he gets a lucky hit, he would just be that strong. And if we're taking like strength equals durability, it's not exactly true all the time, but just as a hypothetical, if that was the case, I don't think Goku would actually even make a dent on Superman, in all honesty, if that was the case. But that depends if Goku has an attack that could basically win against Superman, but we know that Hakai doesn't work, Mafuba is too slow, Spirit Bomb especially is too slow. But if I'm going to be honest, if we're taking this to possibly a narrative story, he would tank the Spirit Bomb like Jiren, do that. As for the Mafuba, we all know Superman's got to pull something out of his ass to counter it. It's no point, honestly. That, or he just maybe break the inner dimension of the Mafuba. It is possible. He did it once before. But yeah, again, this is an amazing fight. I don't think it reaches my top 3, but it definitely reaches my top 10 favorites at the very least. If you guys want to see, I might do a tier list after Unicron versus Galactus. Maybe. I'm not going to do the original top 10, but I might, but of course, I might do a top 10 if you guys want me to, but I would rather do a combined super tier list of every single death battle imaginable. I did it once with my friends previously, But I think it's time to revisit it and actually do a recount for it. Basically, I did watch every single Death Battle. I am basically a fan from day one. Hopefully you can tell when I just said that. But yeah, I have watched every single one. I have watched every single Death Battle since its release. There are a lot in the middle that I didn't really care for, but this season was just bangers after bangers. To be honest, I think it all started with Bill Cipher in Discord. That was my most favorite one. And now, they did the justice with Goku and Superman. And I am very happy that they actually get the characters correct. It is wholesome as heck. I don't want to cuss because who knows, YouTube might strike this down if I did. But man, wholesome as heck. This is amazing animation. The fight was just buddy the whole time. It reminds me a lot of All Might versus Might Guy, and I love it for it. Jeez, this is one of my top 10. No questions asked. Am I sad that Goku lost? No. Because at this point, I don't really care if Goku or Superman won. I just want to see Death Battle actually get these characters right. But thankfully, everything went out correctly, and Superman's win, and they didn't cop it out as he's just a character like that, and therefore he's technically boring and stuff like that. No, it's pretty good. I really like it. Man, this is one of the best episodes. God, I'm sorry, I'm just gloating right now. Oh my god. Okay, so the only thing I have is this. Goku versus Superman. This round 3 is the best one they did so far, and it's the one they got correct in terms of characterization and how buddy they are. Oh god. But I guess the only thing is that even though they did this correctly, I didn't really think they need to do a third one. Even if this was necessary, and I'm glad they did it, I still don't think it was justified for it. Because Superman and Goku are still going to be characters that are going to be built up every single time. And it's always up to interpretation. Death Battle, for example, was all about interpretation. Yes, the research did got better, and to be honest, they did get everything correct here. I'm going to say that much. But, okay, maybe not everything. Goku's side was still wrong. If we were using CC Goku, why do we have Super Saiyan 4 there? I don't know. Just me, I guess. But yeah. Again, I'm so amazing. Jeez. Oh god. But yeah, okay. Okay, I think you guys heard enough of me gloating. I do have an idea. Yeah, I think I have an idea. Okay, I have this idea. I'll post a poll. If you guys are still watching this, I'll post up a poll in the community tab. And I want you guys to vote on it. The link is in the description. No, the link is in the comments down below. It'll be in the pinned comment. So keep a lookout. Because I just got a very crazy idea. So crazy that I might need to ask Death Battle for permission first. Possibly. I don't know. Let's just see. But I just want to see what you guys would go for. So I just need your votes. That's about it. Either way, that's it for the video. I've been rambling on too much. Gloating around it too much. I'm happy Superman won. But, man, I was rooting for both characters. But I kind of really want Superman to win, so like the Goku stans know their place. I really hate the Goku stans. You don't understand. I hate Goku stans, honestly. I like Goku fans. The stans are a different story. But yeah, that's about it. Either way, I'm Sunpo, and I'll see you guys next time. Jeez, the chat is just... The chat are still coping. All these are Goku fans. Jesus Christ.